Employment numbers may not be as high as they were in the beginning of the year, but the situation's not all that bad, so says the Guam Department of Labor, which attributes a slight drop in the numbers this year to seasonal factors. But when you compare the numbers to last year's, employment's actually higher. This would be good news as nationwide folks are bracing themselves for potential job cuts as a result of the chaos on Wall Street. But Chief Economist Gary Heil says they don't expect it will affect Guam.
I think the employment for Guam is pretty stable. The June numbers had a temporary dip because of summer seasonal factors where school was out and contractors associated with the schools had reduced workforce. But I think the employment total will be about the same next quarter in the coming year, except for construction. I expect there to be somewhat of an increase.
Heil says the anticipated growth in construction jobs will be related to the military buildup. And it may be a good thing that the future looks bright for the island's workforce because things could soon be costing you more. And that will be the result of the rising fuel costs. The Bureau of Statistics and Plans has been compiling as part of the Consumer Price Index an energy index, which has seen a significant increase. Albert Paris is the chief economist for the Bureau.
That has increased dramatically. And since just the first quarter of this year, but it seems to be tapering off at the moment because price of oil has gone down, and also cost of gasoline has gone down as well.
So it's clear that the cost of just about everything is dependent on the cost of fuel, and as that continues to rise, so will the cost of everything else.
Remember, fuel is an input cost to a lot of businesses because the fuel goes into electricity. The electricity expenses are passed on to businesses as well as consumers. It's also part of their transportation expense, and they have to keep track of it and keep ahead of the game as far as pricing their goods so that they can get the profits they deserve.
What all that means is that we could very well see an inflation of 6 to 10% by the end of this year, he says.